half the matches, twice the pain.
Oh! Oh! There goes the king.
The round of 32 was brutal, but it's not going to stop.
Oh, that's a dead tree. Natalia, the pole dancer, is dead.
6 from REL, 6 from G-Man, 4 from the Big O. But only 8 will get a hype video.
I mean, he has 5 songs. Now he has 4 songs.
No, this is double skulls and the push. Oh, he's...
Oh no, you
no, what are you
idiot!
gonna do?
What the
All up pie. There he goes. And he won a 90!
Oh, strike me down with it. He's injured.
Oh, double skulls! No!
That's not how you do it!
What the hell is going on?
Hello, Rebel. Are you ready for some more playoff action? Because I've got some playoff action for you. We've got the oldest grudge match in Rebel right now. Pretty much. It is Gengar versus Gerber. It is the round of 16. We started it early just for these guys because Gengar is on holiday. So we needed to see some following action. How the hell are we doing? Did we enjoy the new intro? Did we enjoy that? I am live with James Typhoon, believe it or not. Hello.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's an unusual one. Gosh, you're loud. I want to bring it down just a touch.
My apologies.
No, it's absolutely fine. I have never cast with James Typhoon before, but it's
Yeah, I've only cast one other playoff match. That was last season.
Well, you've picked an interesting one because this is gonna be a game, right? This is gonna be a game, right? If you missed the video, gentlemen, I will play it at the end. I promise. Right, teams, real quick, because they are going into inducements. It's maybe Orc will work, and Gerber. Now, we know these guys, they're Orcs, and they're green, and they've got lots and lots of guard. They've got Knife Juggler, who is literally the worst player in the universe, if you are to believe Gerber. But it's a solid team. They've got a lot of guard, they've got a lot of stand firm. Do you reckon they've got enough guard, James?
If they position well enough, they should be able to make up with lack of guard against possibly the stupidest Khemri team I've ever seen.
It is, isn't it? This is a Khemri team that should have imploded somehow because the Tomb Guardians actually do have decay. Honest. Look at it. It's so stupid. I mean, highlights include 2 strength 6, one of which with block, and a normal. It's only strength 5, but it has both block and tackle. I mean, what?
Yeah, no, it's really, really silly. It's just he's got 4 strength ups on the team just on its own, which that makes it pretty good, especially considering that 2 of those strength ups are also on the Blitzraws.
I know the Blitzraws both have break tackle as well, so it's strength 4 break tackle, which is just like, yeah, we don't really care about the fact that we're at G2 because we're really, for everything important, we're not. It's so good. This team is...
It's pretty good.
I feel like, and I don't want to be a douche, but we all know Gengar, right? We know the way Gengar plays, right? I feel like if this was coached by any coach that wasn't Gengar, it would be one of the favourites to make it to the Super Bowl, right?
I think even if you consider the coach, it should be able to make it. There are just some teams that they're too big to fail, or at least they feel like they should be too big to fail.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, and I don't mean to badmouth Gengar, and I'm not saying it that way, but Gengar adds that variance to it because of his, let's say, unique playstyle.
There are a handful of people who have a similar playstyle where they're sort of gearing up and aiming to get the casualties, and it's not a playstyle I agree with.
Yeah, Donkey, we're wondering ourselves why on earth there are full strengths. And yeah, Lurkensy, there's a Hail Mary pass thrower, and not only is there a Hail Mary pass thrower, the Hail Mary pass thrower helped win him her game. So, just putting that out there, it's silly.
I'm going to say I don't disagree with Hail Mary pass on a Khemri team because it gives you that throwing option where you otherwise wouldn't have it.
Well, that's a choice. Straight into the game now, we are live. And you know who's taking the field? Ripper Bolgrot has taken the field.
That's not bad. It adds more strength to his team, which otherwise might have issues stacking up to these Tomb Guardians.
He's a great character model as well. I mean, I had this mini on tabletop back when I used to play, back in like 3rd ed, and it's an identical version of the mini. It's so good.
It's pretty nice. Even outside of that, it's just a really solid piece. But any big guy you take away the negatrates on just gets way better.
Yeah, and then Strength 6 and Grab too. It's interesting, isn't it? It's. We've also got a Babe, which I definitely agree with. Gengar.
Yeah, you're gonna expect to get some KOs here.
Gengar does have the fame though, +1 to him. However, Gerber I think has made an incredibly. If it was Gerber who chose, and I believe it was, because I know. Obviously, I've chatted to Gerber about his thoughts on this match going in. He definitely suggested that he would kick to Gengar. And with the rain as well...
Even then, like, you would probably change your plans to kick if you had the choice, just because the rain's there.
Yeah, try and let the weather abate by the time it comes to your drive, and just let... Khemri in the rain is literally the worst experience in Blood Bowl, right? I mean...
It's Khemri in the rain, lizards in the rain. It's just not fun. And...
Oh well, that kind of that was short-lived.
Moving on.
So we were going to talk about that, but there's no point now. I think you're a little bit disappointed to see that if you go back. Like
I think everyone's a little bit disappointed to see that.
We could have played the how many turns do we think it's going to take Gengar to pick up a game, but no. Chat are loving that, by the way. Wow, that's not a pile on, by the way. That's interesting. I mean, these guys always pile on. So, not seeing a pile on coming out of the Blitzer is very interesting to me.
He's probably somewhat worried about the both the opponent and the strength on the opponent. If you're just putting players down, you're reducing the amount of assists you have.
Then again, and he's opted to pile on with the niggle, not without the... okay. I know obviously he stayed on his feet because he's close to the ball, but voluntarily putting a niggled AV8 player on the ground feels like I mean, you're going to get a shoe-in, right?
You're basically asking your opponent to foul you.
Yeah, this is Corley Games. This is the round of 16, simply because Gengar's about to go on holiday, and he needed to get the game in, so we started. We started it. We kind of created a separate comp, shoved him in, and then... He's going straight for Ripper. Trying to send messages that, like, his Strength 6 is better than Ripper.
Well,
oh, gosh.
I mean, you could just remove him on the first block. It's going to be a regen, but that's still... It's off the pitch for this half.
Well, I think the message... If the message was my Strength 6 is better than your Strength 6, the message was received.
If you're Gengar, you're really happy with that as well.
Yeah, I can imagine Gerber's less impressed. Of all of the AV9 to get hurt, all 3 linemen don't even get stunned, and Ripper just leaves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to expect that with the star players, right?
Now, here's the thing. Do we think Gerber might find a blitz through the route? If he does a single GFI with a Black Orc, he can bop that thrower and then try and scatter the ball and maybe go get Officer Gonzalez in for a cheeky like 4+.
It's definitely an option.
Or do we think he just goes for clearing off Bob Ross and then fouling the pants off of Edorado?
It's a bit of a hard call. I'm not sure I like the foul currently, just because he would have to devote some more pieces over there, and Gengar is sort of turtling up around the ball.
It does look like he's not going to go for the foul because he's already stood up Alicat, so that's an unlikely.
Yeah,
route.
you're not going to foul with a Black Orc.
That would be what could only be described as bold. Bold being, as everybody who listens to this channel knows, my catchphrase for that's a really stupid decision.
Looks like he might be going for the blitz with Gonzalez instead of the Black Orc.
I like that because obviously that is a blodge thrower, and frankly, just hitting a thrower is so valuable for you, right?
Yeah. If you remove the thrower, if you get yourself in there, you can cause a lot more mayhem as well.
Is he going to pile on? I mean, piling on against Gengar feels very dangerous.
I think he might not because of Gengar, but because it's next to the ball. I think he wants to keep the tackle zone there.
Mm-hmm. Why is this a grudge match? Because basically, Gengar and Gerber have one of the longest running kind of histories in REBBL. They both started in the same season. They've played each other a whole bunch of times. Gengar has actually never beaten Gerber. Oh gosh, he's doing GFIs with Orcs, and it's working.
That's kind of scary.
This is
Everyone here knows how Orc GFIs go.
Yeah, Swag Tusk in chat was calling the Orc GFIs being 50-50s. Yeah, Sedgeboy, this is G-Man versus Rel, because Gengar moved over to REL when his work shifts changed. But yeah, they've played each other more than just about any coach in REBBL have played each other.
If he's going to be if he's going to be Gerber, though, this is the team he's going to do it with.
Hmm. But honestly, if you look at Gerber's form for the rest of the season, like, he has been on point. Everyone also freaks out about the Tomb Guardians, but it's worthy of note, both of his Throras also have dodge, which is a double skill.
Both of his Throras have dodge, both of his Blitzrods have plus strength. This is the Camry team you want when you're building one.
Yeah, I know Haringzod looks at this team with utter jealousy. Oh, that's not push. He was looking for a push to set up a chain push here, and that's not going to do it.
Yeah, no. Do you use a reroll here?
I think you have to, because if you don't... Oh gosh, he hasn't. I feel like with these three Orcs clustered around the ball, I mean, he's basically given up the ball here, hasn't he?
It's going to be hard to get the ball out of there. I assume he's given up the ball for the turn, at least. And he's going to just try and set himself up to get it next turn.
Well, you're certainly not rolling the 6+, are you?
No, that'd be a bit of a bold strategy. Especially considering you probably want to do the dodge away. And that's a 4+.
It's amazing. I'm just staggered by how well these linemen are holding up, given that Ripper just died. Oh.
I suppose the linemen have more of a say in the match, or not a say in the match. They'll continue on into the next round, whereas Ripper's just here. He's just sort of been hired.
Yeah, the question is, I mean, where do we go with... If we go there, where do we go from here? Because he's manning up the ball hard, is Gengar. But...
He is. I'm not entirely sure I see a play to get the ball, but you can probably prevent Gengar from getting the ball next turn.
That was an important dodge. I mean, I know
That
it was
was
break tackle, but... That
Yeah.
was... With GFIs, that agility player could have... Oh gosh, he's gone for the 1 dice. That was brave. Kind of terrifying, really. The thing is, he's actually not got guard on Aino Leno, which means that he can set up... I mean, Gerber can bring down an assist on this Tomb Guardian to cancel his assist. Then he gets a 2 dice through one of the Throwers with the Black Orc. The follow-up will put guard on the second Thrower, who can then get 2 dice by Officer Gonzalez, and theoretically you're getting both of your Throwers hit in the same turn. That's actually pretty scary.
You could potentially get this ball. I'm trying to see if there's a way to scatter it, but I'm not seeing anything.
Only because of Edorado's successful dodge, I think, was the one that kind
Yeah.
of shut down any line of play that way. Okay, there's the mark going in on the back of the Tomb Guardian. It's turned into a real cluster of...
Yeah, I think it was always going to turn into this. Maybe I wasn't expecting it to go this way quite so soon.
No, I wasn't saying the dodge was hard. I was saying it was a big play. It was an important choice, Swagtusk. You know, I wasn't going, ooh, he did a 2+, ooh. I was saying it was important that he spotted it and did it.
Well, depending on who you ask, 2+s are pretty hard.
If it's an Orc GFI, it's incredibly hard. That's a push, but that's all you needed, to be fair. That's not a push, that's a knockdown. That's only a stun. Do you reckon... you can't pile on this. There's a dirty player right there. Oh, it's a KO. You wouldn't pile on that anyway.
No, you leave that. That's pretty good as well, because it gets more people onto the ball, and it removes one of the easier carrying options.
Yeah, and he's gone for the dirty player sneaky get. He's got Mighty Blow on this player as well. So if he gets a removal here... That's
It's easier to knock down, and especially when it comes to Gengar, you know how dangerous these dirty players can be.
But now he's got 2 Black Orcs, one of whom has Stand Firm, and he's got a Blitzer all over the ball, and Gengar is tied down across... I mean, he's got Break Tackle on his Tomb Guardians.
There's Break Tackle, but it still requires a 2+.
Gerber is basically saying, here are a bunch of dice, please roll them. Just dancing around Edorado as well. I like that. I mean, it's brave, because Scavenging Hyena is going to get hit. But...
Yeah.
Oh, just a stun. But instant pile on from Gengar. Gengar switched from...
I'm actually a bit surprised that he went for the piling on there. I kind of expected him to leave him standing and try and go for a higher assist foul.
The thing is, though, I think we're spotting the gear switch from Gengar has gone from I'm going to play to protect the ball into I need to hurt things. I think
if Gengar loses this ball here, it's game over.
Yeah.
I don't see a way he comes back unless he removes every orc.
More importantly, he's actually set. He's actually. Oh, that's a 1.
Well, that's really unfortunate. Because that burns your reroll for the turn as well.
If he hadn't done this, if he hadn't done this, he was actually in serious danger of getting his Eduardo Kenny surfed. Because Officer Gonzalez had a 2 dice through the thrower, which freed up the Black Orc, which could blitz around the horn into Eduardo Kenny, push him next to Scar, who then just chuck him off the pitch. And that's not something you want to do, is it?
No, but getting the Tomb Guardian play here, it was pretty necessary, especially considering how many orcs were crowding around that ball.
No, that's a big hit, bringing down Officer Gonzalez.
It also guarantees that he's going to be on the ground when the dirty player gets back up.
That being said, I mean, unless he's willing to 1 dice, he's finding a lot of stuns as well at this point, with that Tomb Guardian coming in on Diamol, who finally goes down to the...
Yeah, these stuns are going to be pretty big, considering it's really limiting Gerber's options.
Swagtusk, I actually just checked that, and Knife Juggler is indeed hiding on the sidelines. And I actually kind of agree with the player, to be honest. Not because, obviously, it's Knife Juggler and he's hiding, but because I just don't think he was useful here. Yeah, it was a lot of power with Saringzord, you're not wrong.
Gengar's still in a bit of a tight spot, though. It's approaching the halfway mark in the half, and he's not really moved the ball anywhere.
I'd actually like to see Gerber maybe take a risk on Kindly Grandmother on dodging out, wrapping around the back and shooting for Edric Gers here, because it's still a 2 dice, thanks to, again, I mean, these Tomb Guardians are brilliant, but the one thing they're missing is guard. Only 2 of the 4 have guard. And I would have thought that would be critical to get guard on all 4 of them as soon as possible. I mean, I know they're strength 6, so, you know, they need guard slightly less. But
it's probably less necessary outside of playoffs, because I don't think a lot of teams are going to have as much guard as some of the playoff coaches.
No, but if you're Gerber, who's built around like just stacking guard, it's an entirely different kettle of fish.
It makes it a lot easier for him to generate hits.
The Orcs are a shade under 2k.
I think I saw Gengar at like 2110 or something like that.
Yeah, the Orcs are a shade under 2k, and Gerber's over 2100. So I'm mixing my numbers there. Sorry, guys. You can accept this, or you can leave. Don't leave.
That's fine.
Yeah,
There's plenty of other people who mix their numbers in the playoff casts.
Oh, I see what he's doing here. He's just He's looking to bully this guy.
Well, it would have been a one die otherwise.
I think he's going to push him into the sideline because that allows the Black Orc to follow up and just show. Oh no, he's what? That's
scattering the ball.
I don't know if I like that play.
It was a bit risky. It's not paid off, but it isn't in the worst possible spot.
It's not in the worst spot, but it's certainly not in the best spot.
No, it's not great.
Especially as he continues to find the knockdowns, he can now.
I fully suspect the sneak can get up and foul the guy on the ground at some point.
Can you afford to foul with no bribe and the ball in this much danger? I mean, if you foul here and get sent off before you do something about Scar, you're basically saying I've given up my drive, right?
Maybe, but I know Gengar's history when it comes to fouling, so it's not like I wouldn't be surprised.
I would have thought he was just putting him on the sideline to try and go for the removal. He's just continuing to beat on Line Orcs, which is... It's not really doing the business, is it?
These Line Orcs are doing quite well at just taking the hits.
Scar has no time for your pushes, Sunshine. I think he might still set up a surf, but it's just going to be harder now. I just like surfs. Oh, that was been a...
Using the reroll there is not what you want.
I mean, he's down to one reroll, and the ball... I think he's... I don't see how Gengar gets out of this. Gerber's doing what he needed to do, which is stopping the drive, right?
Yeah, no, he's completely prevented him from going anywhere with the ball. He's got more than enough players over here with the ball. But I think now that he's got no way of getting the ball easily, I think that increases the chances of this foul.
To my mind, I think I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. One assist. Oh, he finds the KO. The double 6, though, is going to see him sent off.
Yeah, that player's gone.
So they actually are trading players fairly effectively here, given that they're both down 2 men. But I'd surprisingly say this is actually still in Gerber's favour.
It's still in Gerber's favour, especially considering the ball's still based up with the Black Orc.
Sneaky Git showing its value, says Simon, kind of snarkily. Now the question is, if you're Gerber, do you risk scarring the ball again by making a blitz with Huffer into Edric? Because that could be game winning, or it could be catastrophic, right?
It could win you the game, but it could also make things significantly harder, especially if it bounces in the right, or I suppose the wrong direction, depending on who you are.
However, he could go a different way. If he breaks tackle with Misha, he can gun for Edric, push him upwards, follow up to get guard in, and then he's got a 2-dice with Scar into Eduardo, which then would put the ball in only a single tackle zone, and that would potentially give Kindly Grandmother a 4+ to just grab it and get out. I mean, it's a lot of dice, but... There we go. He's just going for the throw-rows. I don't hate this at all.
He's just trying to pull the throws off the field or away from the ball. It's definitely not terrible. These are probably the players you're going to be attempting to pick up with. Although at this point, I'm sort of going to suspect that we might see either like a Tomb Guardian or something go for the ball.
Scavenging Hyena is off, lads. He's breaking free. Or is he just going to move one and just continue to tie down Eldorado? Chubstep will play it again at the end, I promise. Yeah, he's just... A statement is being made by Gerber here, and the statement is, I don't care for my players as long as I get you off the ball.
Well, he got him.
Will we see an apple? It's a badly hurt, so yeah, there we go. Instant snap apple.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate this. You can't guarantee the Apo to work once it deals actual damage. So getting it onto something that will definitely come back in the second half or into overtime as well is very valuable.
It is scary. Every other hit he takes from now on is scary, though, right?
No, it's definitely scary. That's a lot of Mighty Blow. It's a lot of Dirty Player.
Especially given... to be fair, right, other than the Ripper injury, Gengar has actually done very little damage. The scary part is, Gerber's strategy entirely relies on just using his face to stop this drive. So without an apple, we may see some damage. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a piling on here, just because he knows he's got to try and fish for damage. But at the same time, he can't give up the ball.
Yeah, I don't hate him moving over there. I think I would have preferred him not to go directly onto this player and just wait till next turn to try and clear him.
Hey, it's worthy of note, Aldar. I played it at the beginning as well. Just because you weren't here to see it doesn't mean I didn't play it. It was very good. Yeah, Gerber is just hunkering down behind his AV9 and praying at this point, isn't he?
It's not necessarily a bad idea either. If you just have players for the second half and you can prevent him from scoring this half, you've essentially won the game.
There, but the question is, I mean, like, Gengar is getting a knockdown every hit. There's going to be some...
something's got to give.
Yeah, something's got to give. There's actually more... Oh gosh, he's going for just fouling anything now. And I don't hate this now. I mean, he's got to switch into... Gengar needs to do damage. Oh, bye.
Well, yeah.
There's actually every time we lose an Orc player, we lose a Khemri, even if it is to sending offs.
Yeah, I think this ref has heard of Gengar.
The ref brought his big book of red cards. He was like, yeah, let's get it done.
I know who this is. Hold on.
Oh, that's a failed dodge. I think you're going to reroll this. You've got the rerolls, right?
Well, you've got 3 rerolls in 4 turns.
Oh, that's bad.
It kind of sucks that it failed, but
Bob,
it's not the end of the world.
Chubstep there. Bob Ross thinking there are no mistakes, just happy accidents with getting removed. Oh, the removal was just a happy accident. Now, this might be enough to break the actual ball free, except he's gone the wrong direction.
Yeah, he's both a different player than I thought he would have. I guess he's trying to get it off of the throw raw.
I know, but...
And he's going to bring him back with the GFI to put him onto the Black Orc.
That's still dice, man. No, he's followed. Okay, so... What?
Right. No, I'm wrong. Look. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
okay
fine.
with being wrong.
He's still fine at 2 dice, yeah. It's okay. That's not a knockdown, though. You've got to reroll that, right?
Yeah, he's going to reroll this. If you don't reroll this, you're not getting the ball. If you don't get the ball, you're not winning.
Okay, well... What do we know, James?
I don't even know why I'm here.
Like, I feel like he had to re-roll that, because otherwise there was no way.
I don't see him getting the ball now. And he's only got 2 turns after this one to get down, and he's still on the LOS.
Is it click ball, click as far as you can go and pray at this point?
It might be. You still have a 55% chance to pick up the ball in that tackle zone.
And then a 75% chance to do the dodge afterwards.
It's not great, but it's still positive numbers.
I like not using the stand firm there from Gerber, because that has left him the option of either tying up Scavenging Hyena or Arcane Golem, and that also frees up Arcane Golem, who has tackle, to go throw hunting. Yeah, there we go. Click ball, roll 6. Anyone else got a slightly bad taste in the mouth there? Let's see if he can do the 75% dodge. That's the big question.
He's definitely considering it.
He has to. I mean, what's his other choice? Is to throw it to a Tomb Guard? No, he has. What? Okay, so he does. He just isn't scoring.
No, he's probably not scoring at this point.
He can't. He's got no players that can do 12 squares in 2 turns. 13. Well, you know, these Tomb Guardians aren't going to do it. That skeleton, Edison Doug, is a long.
He would have to do a bunch of GFIs in order to get it. He might be attempting to do a Mr. Raki.
Wow.
Although,
casual pow.
Yep. Nope. That's not happening.
Oh, that's a KO as well. That's
There
huge.
goes the other.
Yeah.
And with neither team scoring that reduces the chances that it's coming back.
Who to? Who is he playing the pass to? There's no one to pass to.
There's no one to pass with.
No, but I mean, like, I love that he failed the break tackle, re-rolled, and then just went, here's a pow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the plan was to pass to a Tomb Guardian. And then just do a crap ton of GFIs to get there.
No, but the Tomb Guardians aren't fast enough. Oh, I suppose they are precisely fast enough.
They could make it if they did 4 GFIs. That's a lot of GFIs, though.
At that point, though, if you were Gerber, you'd just run up and uphill it if you had to, just to try and find a push, right?
Yeah, no, you just aim for either a push or... I mean, you could also just stick a diving tackle on there.
Okay, so he's just basically saying, let's man up, let's all get on the ball.
Yeah, he's just going to attempt to hurt as many orcs as possible and try and prevent Gerber from getting a touchdown.
That's a KO, but there's a bib.
Yeah. Babe's going to come in real handy in this game.
Scavenging Hyena being on his feet is actually... I mean, there's potential for Gerber to pull off incredible magic, but it's unlikely.
It's going to be really difficult. It requires some weird skeleton dodges.
Oh, he's finally gone down. Scar has finally hit the dirt. Is he going to get piled on? I think you do, right? Why not? I mean, what are you saving that Eldorado for? I mean, Gerber is not in a position to foul.
No, there's no one nearby that can get a reasonable foul on that.
I would love to see the skeleton just casually just chuck a bunch of dodges and just run off.
It could happen.
Oh, okay. Okay! Well,
Yeah.
got my wish.
There it is.
We've got a scoring threat, ladies and gentlemen.
You ask and Nuffle delivers.
He needs to GFI at least once. Not least because otherwise he's currently in normal... I mean, this Black Orc doesn't need to GFI to hit him. So you have to GFI with that skeleton. There we go. Oh god, he's done 2!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had to say it.
That's his job, right?
Arcane Golem has to roll 2 GFIs just to even punch this guy. It's so bad. Off he goes. Can Orcs GFI? The answer is yes. Oh, he's wrestled him down. That's fine. I mean, he's not scoring if he's wrestled.
1, 2. You do 2 GFIs, get into the end zone, and toss it pass.
Yeah, but now the pass is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the pass
the
was
pass is-
stupid before, but now it's ridiculous.
That just roll 6s. It's fine.
We've got a scoring threat, lads. So now he's got to do a dodge, 2 GFIs, then we've got to see Eldorado grab it.
I gotta see someone grab it. I'm not... Yeah...
No, but this is incredibly ridiculous. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to try and blitz one of the intercept threats, but at this point, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, if he wins, it goes into the hype video.
It does, yeah. And I think you probably tilt Gerber off the face of the planet, right?
Oh yeah, no, Gerber's not going to be happy with it.
You've got to reroll, so... chat, Looney Bin, I believe in Harvey Dent. I don't believe in this. I just don't. We might see playoff magic. And if this works, I mean, everything that Gerber has done, like sacrifice of the apple, throwing his players in there, the potential lack of KOs coming back, it's all for naught. And it's gonna sting. Oh, well, he's failed the dodge. Now, that was theoretically the easy bit.
You go for the reroll here. You don't...
Sit down, Wrestle Skeleton. Gerber has no time.
Yep,
no chill anymore.
Although now we get to find out if Gerber can score.
He can't. I mean, he's asking a Blackhawk to dodge out when he doesn't have break tackle, GFI onto the ball, pick up in 2 tackle zones, and then throw a long bomb in 2 tackle zones.
Yeah, easy every time. Just right-click on the ball and go.
He's just went, nah, you know what, I'm fine. This was a good half. And he's just ended the turn. I don't hate that. I'm
disappointed in Gengar, or Gerber.
One of the kills is out, and it's a Black Orc. That's massive.
It is. It's
so
also one of the decent...
Oh! Okay. Right. Both Throras are off the pitch. So there's a reroll down for Gengar in the second half here.
Yeah.
I mean, losing Misha sucks for Gerber, right? Let's not pretend.
You do get River back. That's
and
cool.
He's up 11 versus 10, and gets line of scrimmage blocks.
Ripper could potentially take another block away from one of the orcs on the team.
Like, who is Gengar putting on the line here? I mean, he's got to put... Is he going to go for strength, or is he going to go for his throwaway skeletons? Because if he gives up the skeletons, I mean, he's already 10 versus 11. And if you're letting people hit AV7 with Mighty Blow, that's a really good way to just go down to...
It is at least Thick Skull. That could potentially keep players on the field.
Yeah, but even now, right? I mean, Gerber gets 4 hits on AV7 with Mighty... He can hit 4 targets, right? There's precisely 4 skeletons. If all Gengar has left is 4 Tomb Guardians and 2 Blitzers, how does he stop the Orc Assault? Because I just don't think you can, especially because Gerber can even go into fouling mode now.
Yeah, being out men's in this situation is really beneficial for him.
We might not see Gengar throw, and the words taste like ash in my mouth, but we might not see a single Gengar foul for the rest of the match. Because there might just be no one to do it.
He does have one dirty player.
Yeah, but he's probably going to get blitzed.
I just assume it's going to get sent off again.
To be fair, Gengar is his own worst enemy when it comes to these playoff matches, right? I mean, he's removed more of his own players than anybody else has for the entire playoffs.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily surprise me. If anyone's going to be removing their own players, it's probably Gengar. You will be very disappointed, Cowley.
Yeah, I think... I have to say, I mean, Gerber has... He's taken advantage of one failed pickup, and he's done it really well. Gengar has had to scramble from that failed pickup from the off, but I mean, and he's played a lot tighter than I think we've seen Gengar play for a while.
No, he's been playing a lot better than I've definitely seen him. He's been actually aiming for the ball rather than just going straight for injuries.
Both teams getting the extra roll. That, I mean, that helps
getting
Gengar
the
with the
reroll back.
leader, but, I mean, that puts Gerber at 4, so he can even start greed re-rolling blocks if he has to. Especially with Argent Horse Rider just casually catching that ball.
Yeah, that makes things a lot nicer for him.
I love the sound of the bones just kind of when you watch a skeleton get knocked over.
It's quite satisfying.
I mean, this has been a fantastic turn of events for Gengar here, in that nobody has been hurt. Like 2 stuns and just a guy going down is the best possible, well, one of the best possible scenarios he could have had, right?
It's pretty beneficial. It's not the best scenario, but you still got your players. I don't suspect that Gengar or Gerber will. Oh god, these names. I don't suspect Gerber is going to start fouling skeletons. At best, I think we'll see a potential blitz onto that one dirty player, and then that being it. Although, I don't know if Gerber will want to put his players up there that far, considering the only one that can blitz is either Arcane Golem or Ripper.
He's just chosen not to. That's interesting.
I don't necessarily disagree with it, because you didn't have enough speed to get back, and if you didn't get the stun on the dirty player, that thing would be getting fouled.
I like Knife Juggler stuck in the wall of guard here. This is bold. It's like...
I was going for the Agi piece.
not going to get it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Gerber's asking Gengar to commit, right?
Yeah.
Because Gerber's got all the time in the world. He's up men. And every time these skeletons stand up, they just get punched in the head. And he's got so much guard, he can start seeing two... If Gengar overcommits, we're going to start seeing Tomb Guardians hit the dirt. Because Gerber has the guard advantage.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if Gengar didn't cover the Blitz Raw, that was probably gonna be getting served.
The thing is, these skeletons, they did well to all stay on the pitch. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. You know, they've done well so far, but they're going to run out of time eventually, right? Especially because I would love to see a Knife Juggler blitz on the Wrestler. Because Knife Juggler doesn't care about Wrestler.
Not just that, like, it's getting rid of Wrestle, but it's also getting rid of Dirty Player, and getting rid of Dirty Player, especially against an opponent like Gengar, who you know is just completely willing to foul almost anything that hits the dirt.
Chubstep. Why is Chubstep not on voice with us at this point? Because I'm sure he would love all of these.
Just yell at him.
Crusader coming in with I thought this game was tomorrow, by the by.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie.
Well, it is tomorrow in some places.
The Agi guy has no fear, does he? He's just off. What's cracking and why is it his tibia? I think we are going to see... Oh gosh, is he going for a Tomb Guardian? Is he bringing down the big prize?
1, 2, 3. If he can. If he brings down that Tomb Guardian, there's no one on the right side of the pitch. Apart from a skeleton that's on the ground.
God, I love big guys that don't have Negatraits. Like, I know you said this at the start, and I'm reiterating it, but I just love that Ripper just went, I can go over there, it's no problem. It's fine.
It feels really bad that they got rid of the doubles to get rid of Negatraits.
Oh, hang on. He's not using Mighty Blow or piling on. Is he going for a foul? Are we going to see someone foul Gengar back?
You might not see the foul. But just getting the Tomb Guardian down really makes this a lot harder for Gengar, because now he has to pull back around. Oh my god.
Yeah. Haringzord, you've got to remember this is Gerber playing. He is never going to blitz with Ripper. Ripper isn't there to blitz. Ripper is there for, I really, really need to clear a Tomb Guardian, and I haven't got the strength to do it otherwise. He's also kind of there as a big old glowing target for Gengar, right? Because you know Gengar wants to kill Ripper.
Yeah, no, he's a blade of armor. He's there for the other orcs to survive.
And he's done his job. I mean, he took a hit that would have killed an orc, right? And he just shrugged it off with reject.
Any other player.
Here's the thing, if the wrestler actually like punches Huffer, it means he can't foul him.
But you really need to save the blitz for someone else. You don't want to be wasting the blitz here to free up the wrestler.
No. I mean, Scar might be a target, but even Scar has proven his worth 10 times over. He's been so useful as a utility player, right?
Oh, he's just been standing there and taking a beating.
No.
Oh.
We've got to break tackle onto the ball. This is into 3 tackle zones. It is only strength 5 as well. Is he going to re-roll this?
He's thinking about it.
He has gone for it. And he's made it with a 6.
Oh.
And he's got the knockdown on Horse Rider's Son.
Yep.
That is massive for Gengar.
This is... I really like this play. It's one of the best things about Tomb Guardians as well. Is just getting break tackle and being able to 4+ into cages like that. And I know that wasn't a cage, but that was effectively the same dodge you would make into a cage.
I feel like that was the first real mistake I've seen Gerber make. Was that he didn't set up 1 square further... If he'd been 1 square further away, that was impossible. Because that would have required 2 dodges, 1 into the cage and then 1 out, 1 into the screen and then 1 out of the screen. So that is the first real mistake I think we've seen out of Gerber.
I think he needs to respect the break tackle Tomb Guardians a bit more.
A lot of people forget that. A lot of people forget that.
That's one of the reasons you advocate taking the plus strength on a team that gets this many big guys, is because you can do those, especially when they don't have loner.
I mean, it's not too hard for Gerber. He's got to rely on some dice, but he can easily bring a 2 dice onto Eddie Riggs here to kind of tidy this up, and he can even use Juggernaut if he's willing to throw, you know, some. Let's pray it's not a 1 in 9 dice.
It does slow him down as well, though, because before he had almost an unassailable position just running down the right side of the pitch. This has completely stalled that.
That's true, but like I say, if he's willing to throw dice with Ripper, there's the alley cat. So that's 1. That's freed up. Knife Juggler, another stun. If he's willing to Ripper in Ain or Leno, just move him out of the way. That frees up Kindly Grandmother. He's going for the 1. Is he? He's actually used the thrower instead. I like that use of Juggernaut. He could have knocked him down, but he decided to get him away instead.
Well, otherwise he just stands back up. Well, most likely he just stands back up and he's on two of your players, one of them which is your thrower.
Like, we're in a world now where Knife Juggler is saving the game for Gerber. Because if he does that... Because, sure, man, if he does that, he's tying up 3 players by standing back up. Whereas this way, he's only tying up Scar, whose job is to... Sorry, not Scar. Is it Scar? Yeah. Arcane Golem, whose job is to tie him up anywhere. Oh, he's gone with Ripper.
I don't hate that. It frees up Kindly Grandmother to either go and assist on Eldorado.
See, this is better. This is much better. This guy can't just get through your lines now with a good break tackle.
No.
Right, I'll be right back. It's all on you, James. You're solo casting. I believe.
Good.
I believe.
I do not believe. It's nice to see that Gerber's putting questions towards Gengar, forcing him to answer them. I am definitely not the best caster. Oh, the Dove Skull there is pretty big for Gerber. It's another reroll gone in overtime format. So even if you do manage to stall this out and prevent the touchdown, you're going to be at a big advantage in overtime. But that one dodge, that one successful Tomb Guardian dodge, has fully allowed Gengar to get back over on the right to protect it. And he did have a shot on the ball that I didn't see.
Yeah, none of us saw that, and he just rolled all of the dice, right?
Yeah, no, just went through with break tackle and I've got this. He is down to one reroll though, which is pretty unfortunate for him.
And the thing is, I mean, this guy is just going to get smashed, right? I mean...
Oh, he's getting hit here.
I still think Gerber is doing okay to string them out like this.
It's...
He's getting really not supposed to do this. Are you not? Oh, hello. It's just... I mean, you've got to feel a little bit gypped if you're Gerber Shuley, that you're just getting nothing but stuns. I mean, you've had a couple of kills on key players.
You're still not, like, super upset over it, because the stuns are still helping you.
I know, but it could be so much better, right? I mean, you are hitting AV7 with Mighty Blow a lot. 1 or 2 removals would have made this impossible for Gengar. But he's getting chances. Simply because no one is dying. I mean, nobody is taking damage.
No. He is using up rerolls, though. So he's basically... He's committing himself to needing to win this half. And he's letting Gerber be a bit looser with the rerolls, if he wants to be.
I mean, Gerber hasn't needed one yet.
No. He's been getting fairly decent dice this half.
Sedgeboy is correct that if the KO does come back in overtime, he gets a reroll back, if we make it to overtime. I mean, Gerber needs to start hustling. He's only got 4 turns to get up the pitch now, so we need to see some speed coming out of him.
At least they're painted red.
The red ones do go faster. Finally, though, Gengar's the knockdowns seem to have dried up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that this is the time that they've dried up, because this is the time you need them the most.
Then again, he had a lot. I mean, we can't pretend he didn't have a lot during the first half, right?
Absolutely. He had more than he probably should have. Well, I say should have.
It's weird, isn't it? It's so hard.
More than average, but
yeah, it's so hard to place. Deserving die? I mean, it's a weird concept, and I know what you're struggling with there.
It's not that I mean that he deserved the dice or didn't deserve the dice. I just mean it's above the average, but the vocabulary there is a bit weird.
Yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from. That wrestled pretty big though, because it did free up the skeleton to actively mark Scavenging Hyena, and he's gonna fail a 2+ at some point, right?
Oh, there goes a. I mean, if you just keep rolling them, you're going to fail one eventually. But you're still going to be willing to take them, because it gives you shots at the ball that otherwise you wouldn't have.
See, look what we did, man. We talked about the knockdowns drying up, and suddenly Arcane Golem's off the pitch.
That's a big KO.
That's massive. He was relying on that to hold up Eddie, so he could progress up the side of the pitch.
It doesn't look good. The right side of the pitch doesn't look good to go up right now either.
The left side doesn't look good either. Because
No.
the numbers are actually going okay for Gengar there too. Neither side of the pitch looks great, which is incredibly good from Gengar, given that he was down men at the start of this drive.
Yeah, you can place that entirely on that one semi-risky Tomb Guardian dodge as well. That dodge completely stalled his offense and has put him in a position where he's stuck in the middle of the field, much like Gerber did to Gengar in the first half.
Definitely. I mean, I think I love the control from Gerber in the first half. I think Gengar has done very well here to kind of match Gerber's style.
He's certainly playing this like a control team, the way I feel it needs to be.
Yeah.
Normally you see him play it more like a murder, kill it all, but I suppose that failed when both his 30 players got sent off on their fouls.
I have to say, I have genuinely enjoyed watching Gengar play this team, this half, this game, more than I've ever enjoyed watching him play Khemri in the past. I know that probably sounds weird, but I've never I don't like, if you've got Claw, you're a kill team, yeah? If you don't have Claw, it scares me playing a team like a kill team. Because
even then, I don't necessarily like playing like a kill team. It feels like you're limiting yourself to sort of subpar options. This sideline cage is really scary.
I like what he's doing though, because he is trying to set up like double redundancies with players to make it so he's not going to get break tackled again. Wander
in with the Tomb Guardian.
I feel like he needs GFI off of that Scavenging Hyena. There we go. And now that frees up Kindly Grandmother to go on, because now Eduardo Kenny has to do the dodge. Yeah, there's layers of dodging now.
Yeah, it sort of helps to neuter break tackle a bit. You might still take it, and then if you don't fail the first break tackle, go for the next one.
Yeah, but I mean, you're asking for a 6 from Eddie. I mean, he could do it, but it's scary, right? I mean, if he rolled a 6 on the first dice, and then it's like a 3+ to just surf a dude. But I think Gerber was forced into this scenario. And Gerber does not want to see overtime.
No, I don't think either of them really want to see overtime. I think Gerber wants to end this now, and Gengar really wants Gerber to fail.
I'd argue that Gengar would be better placed for overtime than Gerber, given the complete lack of attrition that Gengar has taken.
Well, you probably don't even want to give Gerber the extra KO rolls, really.
What we might see, this is an option, is a blitz from Eddie just to clear off Web Spinner, and then wander into the cage just to mark Argent Horse Rider. That could be a thing, right? I mean, it wouldn't necessarily... Because this now ties up those players, so he's forcing 3+s everywhere. He just not blitzing on surfing the ball. I mean, just pinning him against the sideline with a strength 5 with stand firm is pretty massive, right?
You could have even done something similar by just blitzing with the Eduardo Kenny earlier in.
See, he spotted it too, and I like this a lot.
Yeah, no, this really reduces Gerber's options. Because you now need to try and punch the Tomb Guardian down. And that's going to be really difficult with the players where they're at.
What does Priggle Nip? What? Did I miss something?
I'm not entirely sure.
I've just seen chat in Chupstep and Cap's Priggle Nip after Harrington said it. And
Chupstep, do you smell burning toast by any chance?
Or Burning Toast Guy.
Oh, God.
Right, here's what I think you've now been forced into if you Gerber. You're looking at an uphill from Gonzalez into this Tomb Guardian that has block and tackle, right? And if you can get that uphill as a push or better, that frees up Knife Juggler to go and punch Eddie Riggs away and create some space because he's got Juggernaut, so he cares not for your stand firm.
Yeah, but that's still really scary.
No, it's terrifying, but I mean, what's your choice? Like,
you passed the ball to Ripper. Obviously, that's the right
that's
play,
not a play!
right? Well, it seems pretty obvious to me.
That's not the play!
Alternatively, you could just go for the 1 dice with Kindly Grandmother, but it does leave, if it fails, it does leave the thrower to getting served.
Apparently, Prigglnape is an old Danish Germanic word for whipping boy or punching bag.
Oh.
Oh! He's spotted it, and he's found the uphill.
Ooh.
Now, I often use the term bold to say, this is a play I don't like. Right, but this was bold in the way that it needed to be, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's found the knockdown on the 1 dice.
You didn't have a lot of options, really.
No, he had a terrible set of options. He can, however, with a lineman block and a Ripper block, he can almost cut his way through here somehow. Just found his way through this mess, and he's got the Agi up who can dodge out to reinforce the position.
Yeah, the only issue there is you're sort of potatoing with the ball carrier, and that's.
I mean,
not
what
fantastic.
choices does he have? we've done this dance already, James. We've done this dance already. Where are his choices? Like, he has no good choices. Oh, there we go. He got one. Finally, it is a regen, of course, but he finally finds some damage. Gengar's gonna be happy that's a regen.
I think with that removal, you have a lot more options.
That was a good solid Prigglnape, was that skeleton.
Oh god.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
It's turning into Sesame Street in here.
Now, yeah, he needs to GFI though, right? Yeah, there we go. Because otherwise, Enerado would be all over that ball like a hot rash. This knockdown is big though.
I think you're going in with a.
Oh!
Kind of surprised to see the piling on, but.
Oh!
Removal.
On a frenzy play, the minus move is gonna sting.
Yeah.
And Kindly Grandmother will not be there for the next round if Gerber is.
I almost expect to see the Ludwig to be going for a blitz here.
The break tackle GFI hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Looking around, I don't see many more options.
As Harrington says, don't forget, gentlemen, that there is a hype video on the line for both of these coaches.
Yeah, this is a round of 16 game. It's not.
Yeah, the
They're not
stakes.
back in time with those other plebeians.
The stakes have never been higher, right? There's the first 2+.
Ooh.
There's the second 2+. Not a knockdown. Is he going to re-roll? Is he going to burn his last re-roll on this? Because I kind of feel like he has to. He does too, and he finds the
knockdown here.
Oh, and he finds a break. And he finds an injury. Argent Horse Rider's son, going the way of Argent Horse Rider. Except he's okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, well. Alicat has stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, no, fair enough. He's going to be the hero that everybody wants and needs. And
it's okay, Gerber. Alicat has got this. Like, this is actually horrific for Gengar, right? As far as...
This isn't what you wanted. You wanted that ball somewhere open for you to potentially snap it up and get it in yourself.
Uh-oh. Oh, Knife Juggler's gone. The bodies are dropping.
Yeah, the orcs are going real fast here.
And he's actually found himself a 2 dice with Eddie Edgeborn on this rookie liner who stepped up to the plate so effectively.
Nuffle is crying out and telling everyone he doesn't want orcs in the final 8.
Yeah, this guy is getting swarmed. This is like a zombie apocalypse movie.
Yeah, he's down.
I don't like that push direction, though. And I'll tell you for why. There's an Agi guy who can make a play.
Yep.
I actually
He makes
really...
a play and then makes the handoff. You're not catching him.
Yeah, this and that dodge out with a GFI, he can put guard on those Tomb Guardians. That'll allow. In fact, he doesn't need to. If he can just move up to the strength 6, throw the guard down. Unsure. It's okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Okay.
Ripper!
That's not okay.
Ripper! Ripper has just pushed this to overtime. And he burnt a reroll on it as well. I mean, he had to. He had to burn that reroll. And he still got rerolls in the bank, right?
Yeah, no, he still has 3 rerolls. It's not the worst position. But Gengar could be getting a reroll or multiple rerolls back with that leader coming back on the pitch. Or leader potentially coming back on the pitch.
And it does look like he's setting up for the 3 dice here. God damn it, Ripper, you had one job.
It's a bit of a tragic turn for Gerber.
Oh, apparently Gerber is the Priggle Nib. According to Alva.
Yeah, fair enough. We all know how it works.
Oh my word! Orcs are just falling apart!
Yeah.
That's 3 injuries in the space of 2 turns. And there's a scoring threat, if he does some GFIs. Without rerolls, because why not?
I mean, you might as well take the shot. If you can end it now, you're going to attempt to end it now.
Jamus McGamus is so very accurate. Maybe Orc will just get cast out of the game, right? I mean, the one thing Gerber has going for him is that Gengar has no rerolls. But I have to say, you have to feel gypped if you're Gengar, right? If you're Gerber right now, because frankly, this is ridiculous. The amount of damage that Gengar has shrugged off, and your AV9 can't stand up to it. You know what I mean?
It probably feels pretty bad. Although I do think the Armor 9 has been taking a lot more hits than the AV7.
And I know Armor 9 will fail eventually, but at the same time, some of these skeletons should have been damaged. Oh god, he's going with Ripper again.
Oh, there he goes.
What could go wrong?
It worked. He worked this time.
It's just a shame that Gengar's AV9 is so much better, right? Yeah, that's true, Monkey. But at the same time, it's not like AV7 has been not getting punched. Gerber has thrown a lot of blocks. Oh, come on.
Oh. You don't reroll that.
I'm unsure what play he was going for there. Was he trying to...
Was that a blitz?
Well, that's sitting Eddie Riggs straight down. So it's going to overtime, gentlemen.
That's a really fast couple of turn 16s.
He'd
there.
already blitzed with Ripper, so I don't know what the dodge was.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he just wanted to get somebody onto the ball.
I'm seeing some wake-ups at the bottom, and it's not looking good for either coach here. That Blackhawk is still out.
Is that the leader guy getting up?
Yeah, that was the leader.
That means Gengar does have one reroll going into the...
It's all about this toss, isn't it? It's all about this toss. And Gerber wins the toss! Hail Mary passes out, leaders back in, so Gengar's got something left in the tank. the wake-ups were big for Gerber, so it is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8.
It looks like Gengar's
9.
got the numbers. Which, I mean, with that many removals, you gotta kind of expect it.
It's 11 versus 9.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to toss me, says Chubstep. If only Gerber had a Goblin, he might have considered the Ripper play, right?
He's not a bad Goblin tosser.
Well, he won't eat the Goblin. That's an advantage.
The other ones.
You know, it's certainly an advantage that he won't eat the Goblin, right?
Yeah. It's less dice. It can work.
This has been
Like,
such an incredible game. Like,
it's been very back and forth, and the defense from both coaches was quite tight.
I've genuinely enjoyed watching the defense from both of them. They both played incredible defensive halves. And like I say, right, I know it probably sounds like I'm bagging on Gengar a lot, and I don't mean to, because he is clearly a very capable coach. He's made it this far, yeah? But we've always had concerns about the way he plays. He just doesn't apply that level of control that a lot of coaches, would use on a Khemri team. And yet, this game has shown an almost flawless level of control from him, I would say.
Certainly a lot more control than he's usually been. Both in
Hang on. Are we seeing a Ripper Blitz?
Surely not. He's not very good.
Something Galart.
Yeah, no, Guard's pretty terrible. I'm definitely the guy that's always saying that.
Like, I mean, it is a man advantage. However, Gerber is getting line of scrimmage blocks, so clearly we're going to do 0 damage. Because why would we do damage when we're hitting AV7, right?
He needs to start rolling better injury dice. It's clearly that's letting him down, because he's getting the armor breaks. He's just not getting the removals with him.
There we go.
That being said, the skeletons are better at staying.
Ripper stepping up to the plate and doing literally nothing.
Stepping up to the plate and immediately tripping over it.
With a reroll, I expect Knife Juggler to be taking a blitz here. I mean, he doesn't even need to reroll. He can just drop Eduardo Kenny on his head. But he has to body up both sides, because, I do like what Gerber's done, where he split the pressure.
It's a tad unfortunate that Gengar does have the numbers to sort of deal with that, though.
Especially because, like we say, Gerber just not getting removals. Could this be the time Knife Juggler finally dies?
That would be a mercy Gerber will never be granted.
He's going to pile it on, right? Oh, he's not going to pile it on, it's a kill. Well,
No,
Knife Juggler's...
You don't pair.
Knife Juggler survived. I actually saw Knife Juggler die once. He got appoed. It was against Viking Cop. But that's another player.
I've regretted that Apo ever since.
I was surprised he appoed it. I genuinely... It was only because he needs him for playoffs, right? But this is the number advantage, just swinging further in Gengar's favour. He's now 3 men up. This is going to be very difficult. I almost feel like we're just going to watch Scavenging Hyena, Potato and Prayer.
It's certainly not looking great for Gerber. He's not in a great position, and he's being covered everywhere. I would like to see more coverage back into the right where Gonzalez is.
Yeah, he needs to put an extra body on Gonzalez, because otherwise you're just relying on him not 3+ing, right?
Yeah, he could just get away, and you're pulling more players away from there, which is making that more and more tempting for Gerber.
Yeah, I mean, as well, like, oh, Ripper, it's okay, it's just a stun.
He did it. He survived this time.
He survived this one. I'm okay, lads, I'm okay, it's fine, don't worry.
By the time he gets up, the game could just be over.
I am seeing a line of play, but it requires so many dice.
It's not great dice either. I'm not sure I like the 3+, 4+. But no, yeah, Gengar is putting someone in the way like he needs to be. Although, not necessarily in the best spot for this.
No, but, I mean, theoretically... Okay, that's going to change things.
Okay, that dodge makes it a lot better for him.
That dodge working is critical. But at the same time, there's still a line of play. There's still a line of play. It's just terrifying. Like, if he moves the Lino up to mark Edison Bruce, punches with Misha through Edison Bruce, follows up, punches with Huffer. If he gets 2 knockdowns on those skeletons, he can then do a 4+3+ double GFI, and then just make the Agi4 play. Or he could do this.
Oh!
Whoa! Whoa, Nelly!
Officer Gonzalez is just...
Officer Gonzalez has taken this one into his own hands.
He can now pull over to the left, and he'll be completely.
He can just run for the end zone. He can run for the hills. I almost feel like he's taken a second to just go, well, that worked.
he's sitting there going, I didn't expect this to work.
Go on, little Orclex, he's done the GFIs! Gerber has gone full man mode.
It's either gonna... It's gonna end here.
Tomb Guardian is down. And he's found the gap.
This is very much Care Bear saying, like, this is the play that's gonna end it on.
He's thrown the... He's made the pass!
Oh.
He's made the catch! He's done it!
God.
Gerber has done it!
Yeah. No, that totally works.
Well... Oh my god! What a game! What a game!
I'm a bit speechless. I was not expecting that to happen.
Officer Gonzalez just went, no, I've had enough. And he just went, I'm doing this. That is in the hype video. Right there.
No, there's no way that's not in the hype video.
Holy moly! Oh, what a game! What a game! On Alicat, deserving the MVP for that snatch out of the air. He was a hero for 10 seconds, right?
He was a hero for half a turn.
Didn't need the reroll on the pass, didn't need the reroll on the catch, just sent a screamer half the length, a quarter of the pitch. Just banged it home. My word. Like, if you're Gengar, do you feel gypped? I mean...
Maybe a little bit, but you put him in a situation where that was one of the only plays he could make. And once you do that, it's either going to work or it isn't.
You're not talking about 50% now, are you? It either works or it doesn't, right? Because...
it might have been.
Oh, my word. That was incredible. I just have no words for how incredible that line of play was. It was the POW and defender stumbles. You just know Gengar was looking at it going, "Oh, damn."
It's just like, this isn't the result I wanted to see.
I mean, here's the thing, right? We're going to talk about some damage in a second. 18 armor breaks from Iron Madden, 11 from Maybe Orc will work. 18 armor breaks resulted in 5 KOs and 5 injuries. Yeah? That's 10 out of 18. On the other side, 11 breaks resulted in 2 KOs and 1 injury. Can you see what I mean when I'm saying it does feel like Gerber had the rough end of the stick on the injuries?
The injury dice was definitely not firing for Gerber in that game.
I mean, the pass dice. That was apparently an 18-yard pass, by the way. That's according to the stats. 65 blocks to 38. I mean, he had to give up the blocks. I mean, a lot of the function of the blocks being so high was the fact that he was utilizing stand firm so much. You've got to remember, every time a Black Orc stands firm, he's taking another hit, and another hit, and another hit. And that was 65 blocks in, what was that, 20 turns? 21 turns?
Did we end on turn 19? I don't remember what turn we ended on.
Hey, to be fair, this is another incredibly interesting number. In Madden, 0% ball possession.
Was the throw a 5+ or was the throw a 4+?
The throw was a 4+.
Then the play would have been...
No, Sean, man, he never held the ball in his hands.
About a 35% chance with reroll, I think. If I've got the right dice.
I mean, he had to, right? I mean, Candy Grandmother being hurt is going to suck. Web Spinner being out for whatever, because it's an MNG.
No, that's going to be a bit of a rough game.
But, you know, losing a block frenzy... Well, a frenzy guard stand firm tackle blitzer is going to suck, no matter which way you look at it.
Yeah, Sean, man. In his offensive half, he tried to pick up the ball.
Like, once. Gengar has already announced that he was robbed because of elf BS. I mean, no, but the point is, he picked up and held the ball. But if you lose the ball as soon as in the very next turn after you pick it up, it doesn't count as possession. You have to hold the ball for an entire turn. $29% or 26% with a reroll. The stats are going through there. 26%.
It's not bad.
That was such a good game. I have to say, right, full credit to Gengar. He played like a demon. Right, his defense was so good.
He definitely defended exactly how he needed to.
All right, well, I think chat are going for it. Chat want the video so bad. All right, Haringzord, I'll play it. I just want to say thank you very much, James. You were a very, very last-minute addition to what was a very, very last-minute stream.
No worries. I don't know if I really added much, but
I've enjoyed having you on. Okay, so that's something, right? I'll put that out there. It's been a genuine pleasure, my friend. So thank you very much for helping me out so I wasn't doing it solo.
No worries, man.
You were better than me doing it alone, which, take that as you will. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I will actually be back in approximately 9 hours 10 minutes, more or less, because I'm casting the Sage game tonight. Sage versus Infinite Pink will be on this channel.
That's a pretty good one.
I'm excited for that one because Sage.
Down to watch that one.
Because I battered the nonsense out of Sage in season with Nurgle, and it'd be interesting to see. You know,
I deserved that for a while now, right?
I beat him.
It's been chaos for what, 4 games or 4 seasons rather?
5 seasons, I think. It's been far too long. It's been far.
What season did he start?
No, he won season 4. So yeah, it's 4. He won season 4, so 5 seasons. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Anyway, right before they kill me, let the music play, boys. Thank you again for watching. Stay classy. See you soon.
Half the matches, twice the pain.
Oh! There goes the king!
The round of 32 was brutal, but it's not going to stop.
Oh, that's a dead tree. Natalia, the pole dancer, is dead.
6 from REL, 6 from G-Man, 4 from the Big O, but only 8 will get a hype video.
I mean, he has 5 songs. Now he has 4 songs.
Oh, there's the double skulls and the push. Oh, he's...
Oh no, you
No, what are you
idiot!
gonna do?
What the
All up
one
five. There he goes. And he won a 90!
Oh, strike me down with it. He's injured.
Oh, double skulls! No!
That's not how you do it!
Ah,
What the hell is going on?